The road to Super Bowl 50 began in Houston on Wild Card Saturday, and unfortunately for the Texans, it also ended in Houston. But enough talk, let's get right to the action on this one. Now the fans and the Texans players both came out fired up, looking to make a statement, but that energy quickly got deflated with the Chiefs running back the opening kickoff 102 yards. It didn't get any better the rest of the game, so where did the Texans go wrong? Well, let's first start on offense. Brian Hoyer didn't make much of his first start ever in the playoffs as the quarterback for the Texans. He threw 4 interceptions in this game, also bobbled a play on a 4th down late in the game. So Hoyer is definitely one spot to look at. He's not the only quarterback issue for the Texans. They actually had 4 quarterbacks all season long. Now the defense in this game also really didn't do what we've seen them do all year. Pro Bowler J.J. Watt was less than himself. He actually left the game, though, early in the 4th quarter with what's been reported as a groin injury. So you can be sure that O'Brien and his staff are going to have plenty of things to look at in the offseason.
I don't know if you can just put it on one guy. Yeah, did he make mistakes? No question about it. But, I think it's a combination of a lot of different things, starting with coaching.
Yeah, we did accomplish some great things, but that doesn't matter to me. In this league, it's about winning championships, and we didn't do that.
Final here at Houston, Kansas City 30, Houston 0. For the Texans, they start making their vacation plans. For the Chiefs, they'll play either the Patriots or the Broncos next week after we see what goes on tonight in the nightcap of today's action. Reporting from Houston, Caleb Beams, East Texas Sports. With preseason game 2 just days away, the Texans took to the field for about a 2-hour workout. Now limited on practice time today was fan favorite J.J. Watt. Now Watt says he's going to be ready by the regular season, but he said right now he knows it's what's best for the team.
I think I've played a total of maybe 20 or so plays in the last 3 preseasons combined.
Now Lufkin's known for being a football powerhouse, but today it was a different kind of football taking center stage. Both the players and coaches say it was an amazing feeling to have the school and town behind them on this journey, and they admit winning 26 games was very hard to do, but it's something they're proud of, and they know that no team in the history of Lufkin soccer can say they've done that. Both Reyes and Quick agreed the video that they saw with the 2 incidents is unacceptable for their players. They say they have disciplinary actions in place if something like that does happen, and they said right now what they really try to do is make sure they lead by example. John Carlos, he was welcomed with wide open arms. Now, before he was known as J-Train and running over defensive linemen in the National Football League, Javorsky Lane was in the weight room at Lufkin High School, becoming one of the best the Panther Nation has ever seen. Now, while the Lufkin side of Dragon Stadium was sold out this morning, the home side was sold out last week on Wednesday. Why, you may ask? Well, Nacogdoches fans are hoping for a repeat from last year's performance where they beat Lufkin for the first time since 1992 on this exact same field.
The game.
The Australian players here say it's more than just about getting the W. It's also about advancing the sport in the land down under. Fans couldn't be more proud of their team. And win or lose, they say whatever happens past tonight, well, that's just icing on the cake. Reporting from Stephen F. Austin State University, Caleb Beams, KTRE, East Texas News 9. The white stuff has come to East Texas. Coming up on the East Texas News, I'll explain the current road conditions and how officials have been preparing for this all day. Now, like I said, I talked to Kathy Wyatt at TxDOT earlier tonight. She says she's in close communication with the 9 area offices in the Lufkin district and that she's getting reports of ice on the roads all over, and she's trying to get those to me as fast as she can. Now, when I get those, I'll be updating our website at KTRE.com, so you definitely want to check in there for the latest road conditions. John Carlos, that's right. Just a few moments ago, we got more information on this case from U.S. Attorney John Bells, who told us that the Diggles are actually accused of taking money given out by the federal government to give back to businesses and people in the area affected by various hurricanes that hit the East Texas region. The weather could not be better for tonight. Clear skies, a nice little cool tint to the air tonight. Just perfect weather. Now, we got the ice skating rink behind me. As I move out of the shot, you can see there's actually a pretty good crowd going on right now at the ice skating rink. And I'm right here at the Regional Red Cross Center in Lufkin out here on West Frank Avenue. Now, behind me, you'll see one of just several units ready, fully loaded, ready to roll out of here at a moment's notice if they are needed, if several areas in Deep East Texas are affected by Tropical Storm Bill. Yeah, John Carlos, testimony got started at a pretty quick rate today. That's because usually at trials they have to wait for opening arguments, but those were made yesterday after the jury was selected late in the afternoon. Changes. Purcell, ever since that merger between Catholic Health Initiatives and Memorial Hospital was completed on June 1st, residents have wondered what changes are coming. big changes such as services offered to clients, up to small changes such as the name. Well, today we got some of those questions answered. Yeah, John Carlos, you know, it's really starting to look like the most wonderful time of the year, and the weather got here just in time to make it feel a little bit more like Christmas. Now I'm going to back out of the way as you can see the parade just starting to make its way down First Street right now. Now this year's theme is Candyland, which means that all the people that came together to make these floats, there's about 100 groups, had to decorate with candy in some way. Chief Deputy Lyons credited a confidential informant who called the Sheriff's Department about the field. Sunday night, deputies went out and located the field. They spent all day Monday investigating the field, and today they went out and pulled out the 21,000 plus plants. We've all heard what Lufkin police think about this study, but I wanted to take it one step further, so I hit the streets to find out what residents think.
On their own.
Police say if the person on the other end of the phone can't identify who they are without asking you, it's probably not who they say they are. And the best thing for you to do is hang up.